Alright, so I'm gonna go out and feed the goats. It has been a rainy morning, but guess what? The sun is coming out. The sun is coming out. And we have goats. Oftentimes I let the goats come out and graze in the yard or browse. They call it browsing, not grazing, with goats. But I am going to put some wheelbarrows full of grass into their area where they live, because it's been raining all morning and I have to go to work. I have clients to see, and so I'm getting some things together here. I'll show you the goats if you want to see them. And Devin wanted to get these goats. Oh, look, Mousie's eating. And I said, yeah, let's do it. We've had the idea of having kind of like this little farm full of animals here. And we have rats. We have cats to eat the rats that are here. And we have our dogs. We love our dogs. And we have chickens. We have 5 chickens. We got these goats, and I like goat's milk, cheese. I like goat cheese a lot. So one day we'll have our own goat cheese. But let me see if I can show you the goats. Let's see. Oh, there they are. But I don't know if we can really see them here. But those are the goats. Maybe we'll get a better view of them here in a moment. But yeah, I'm gonna get some grass together in this wheelbarrow here. So much depends on a wheelbarrow, doesn't it? What was that phrase, that little poem? It's something about a barn door. Anyway, so much depends on a barn door. So much depends on a wheelbarrow. And so I'm gonna go start getting some grass to throw into their little enclosure, since we don't really have time to have them out and have them be browsing or grazing. And then when I give them their grass, they'll come over. One of them was grazing on some grass that's already in there, but I think they'll come over. They get a little skittish sometimes. And they've actually warmed up to us over the month or two that we've had them, because they would totally run away every time that we came near them. But they've warmed up. At least one of them has warmed up. Pandina is the mom. She's the darker colored one, and her baby is behind her, Mousy. Mousy is really very cute. Mouse, I call her Mousy, but Mouse is very cute, and yet she is not warmed up to humans yet. At least not that I've seen. Not us humans around here. And so, but Pandina will come over and she wants to be loved on. She wants to be petted. It's kind of like having a little petting zoo. And so I want to find some grass. I mean, there's plenty of grass everywhere. So just to figure out where I'm gonna pull the grass from. And yeah, we'll give the goats some grass. Goat cheese became kind of a staple for me when I was very acute with Lyme disease, and we got this list of, you can see our janky fence that we built. But it keeps the goats in. We got this list of things that will be helpful with Lyme disease. A list of like foods and herbs and things, and a list of ones to avoid and a list of ones to include. And it was really helpful in getting better. It took me a long time to get better, but I did get mostly better, if not 100% better. It kind of changed things. It took a long time, so I'm older now. So I don't know what's from that and what's just from me being older, but I feel like mostly well, like 90% well, 90% of the time, which, if not more. Maybe I'm being hard on myself. That's something another thing I work on, is that being hard on myself, or what they call self-judgment or self-deprecation or all that. But that's part of my psychology. I learned a lot about psychology by working on myself, and I'm bringing the wheelbarrow over to where the grass is that I'm gonna pull. But yeah, I learned about psychology, and I kind of always had a thing for psychology. I became a therapist, but anyway, I'm just gonna go over to where the grass is gonna be and then get the wheelbarrow and then be right back. I think that's gonna work better than trying to drag the wheelbarrow while I'm on the phone here with you guys. Oh, they've eaten a lot of our grass. This was all like super tall, and we're still getting things situated around here. But, so yeah, I have an idea where I'm gonna pull the grass from, and then I'll go get the wheelbarrow. But so yeah, diet. I found out diet can do a lot for your health and exercise and stuff. I mean, that's like such the cliche thing, but sometimes the cliches work if you kind of like really do it. And keep sort of refining and figuring it out. That's what I had to do. And there was other things, herbs and stuff, to help with chronic illness, Lyme disease, mold exposure, recovery, and fatigue, and all those things. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna get the wheelbarrow, and then I'll be back here to get some grass for the goats. Be right back. All right. So there's a little hole here. So here we are, here I am. Got the wheelbarrow. The goats really love this kind of grass. We've been bringing them over here to eat quite a bit. But yeah, by the time I get them out and bring them over here, because this part of the yard isn't fenced in yet, and so I have to tie them off and then put them back in. Eventually we'll get a fence. But in the meantime, just kind of pulling some of this grass. This pulls up really easy here. And they like this grass. These are two different kinds of grass. But this one is like a little harder to pull, but this one's like a treat for them. But there's not that much of it. They find little patches of it and they eat it. And when they browse or graze. These ferns they like a little bit, but not endlessly. And then this like sweetgrass. That's what the person called who sold us the goats and brought the goats over here. But this grows all over our property and the goats eat it, which is great. And I don't know if they'll eat those, but throw it in there and let's see. Yeah, the sun really has come out. It was like, I thought it was gonna rain all day. It was pouring this morning. And we have solar. You can't see the solar. You can see the roof from here, but the solar's on the other side of the roof. But so we had to turn on the generator a little bit during this time of year where it's shorter days and there's a lot more rain. It's a little bit colder, but it's pretty warm right now. Now that the sun came out. This is Big Island, Hawaii, the east side of Big Island, Hawaii. And so it's the rainy side of the island. But we still get enough sun during the summer, like when the days are longer. Or actually during most of the year, other than like right now, it's almost December, so the days are really short. It's been cloudy. But like even on cloudy days, we'll get enough to keep the house powered if we are sort of conservative with what we use. And we can always add some more solar panels. So, solar panels work even on cloudy days, but we do have a generator that we run a little bit. And so, the wheelbarrow is not quite full yet. Let me get a little bit more grass in here. Then we'll go over and see if the goats will come over when I give them the grass. So that you can see them. I mean, they're cute. They're cute goats. And you might want to see my goats. So I find this very, sort of meditative. Taking care of the goats. I find it very it gives me exercise too, but it gets me breathing, and it's kind of relaxing. In a certain way, it settles me. It settles my nervous system. Being out here on the land and being with the goats. Totes my goats, right? Isn't that what the kids say? I guess they're not kids anymore, but the somewhat younger generation. All right. know if you guys can hear me okay. So, okay, we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna bring you over by the goats and then come back and get the wheelbarrow. And then we can feed the goats. Yeah, that got me not out of breath, but it got me breathing a little, which is nice. So nice to get a little winded, get a little energized, let the body be in the sunshine. Oh, I'm so grateful that we got some sunshine. Devin came out here in the rain earlier and gave them a wheelbarrow. All right, so I'm gonna set the camera down by the goats and the janky fence for a moment. I'll be right back with the wheelbarrow and we'll feed the goats. All right, here we go. Let's see if they'll come over when I throw this in. Looks like maybe not. Hey goats. Hey goats. Maybe the camera thingy is something new to them. Well, there they are, though. There's the goats. So that's good, though, because I think that means they've got enough food because they're not rushing over to eat it. So cool. So another time we'll get them out and graze them. And yeah, cool. Aloha.